So here we have a fragrance that actually came out back in 2021, which was just a few days ago. And I purchased this many months ago. There was a special going on Macy's website. I just never got around to reviewing it, but today's the day, and I'm going to be talking to you about a fragrance by Yves Saint Laurent. This one is called Bleu Electrique. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on it, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin this video and I give you my thoughts on Bleu Electrique, La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique by Yves Saint Laurent, I do want to mention that if you are a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. Make sure to enable all notifications by clicking on the bell icon. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you end up taking something of value from today's video. So the thing that kind of surprised me about this fragrance is that a few years ago, and I've done a review of this one as well, a few years ago, there was another fragrance released by Yves Saint Laurent called La Nuit de l'Homme Eau Electrique, not Bleu Electrique, Eau Electrique. And I think that one was composed by Natalie Chetto, and that fragrance kind of just smelled like Versace Eros. And I mentioned that in my review, so I'm going to leave a card to that up here if I remember. And so this one, I just thought was like a subtle rebranding, same colored bottle if I'm remembering correctly, but instead of Eau Electrique, it's called Bleu Electrique, and I believe the Eau Electrique version is discontinued now. Well, this is composed by Dominique Ropion, IFF perfumer, different fragrance, and as soon as I smelled it, it reminded me so much of the original La Nuit de l'Homme, which I think for a lot of people is going to be a good thing. But the question ultimately boils down to, how is this different from the original La Nuit de l'Homme? And is that difference enough of a catalyst to prompt me to purchase this over the original? Well, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the smell very soon. Let's take a quick look at the presentation. So of course, right in the opening of this fragrance, like I said, the first thing that you're going to notice is the similarity, the uncanny similarity to the original La Nuit de l'Homme, which is the cardamom king on the designer market. And I've had so much luck with that. It's one of my most complimented fragrances. I love wearing the original La Nuit de l'Homme in the dark green bottle fading to black. It's a sexy scent. And yeah, just I've had a lot of success with it. People have said really interesting comments to me concerning that fragrance. This here opens up a bit fresher. And so if you can imagine the original La Nuit de l'Homme DNA with the cardamom, that spicy cardamom, but this has a little bit of citrus in here. It has ginger. It also has the note of geranium, and geranium has a tendency of being a little bit minty because the molecule geraniol is a little minty by nature. And so here you have a fragrance that actually opens up a little bit fresher than La Nuit de l'Homme, but you give it 20, 30, 40 minutes, it actually dries down to an experience that is very similar to La Nuit de l'Homme. I would say even the powderiness of La Nuit de l'Homme, because that's something that I've always kind of associated with the original, even the powderiness is kind of on the same level as La Nuit de l'Homme. And so this one has that same sort of sexy, seductive, mysterious, suave quality as La Nuit de l'Homme, but it actually opens up a little fresher, right? It doesn't have like this contemporary masculine sweetness that is found in so many fragrances on account of like tonka bean and vanilla. It doesn't have that, right? So it's in no way, shape, or form like a 1 million. As a matter of fact, it dries down to, I think, a cedarwood base or something like that. It does smell kind of like generically woody, if I can say that, but I think it's the spices that really shine in this fragrance. So the thing is, if you are a fan of the original, perhaps you used your bottle, you're looking to repurchase, but maybe you want something slightly different just so that you can get a breath of fresh air, so to speak. I think La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique is an awesome fragrance. And also just another word to consumers is, if you saw this fragrance and for whatever reason you were like me and you made that subconscious connection to Eau Electrique, it's a completely different fragrance. Eau Electrique, like I said, smells like Versace Eros. This smells like a fresher version of the original, or at least it's fresher in like the first 20-30 minutes on account of that bright, flavorful ginger that you're gonna find in the opening. Now there's also lavender in here, and the lavender kind of keeps it youthful, traditionally masculine, gives it kind of like this contemporary edge. But at the end of the day, I think this is an awesome fragrance, especially since a lot of the times I look for it online, it's discounted and it's a really good price. I know I ended up purchasing the 60 ml, which is the 2-ounce bottle. I thought to myself, you know, in my collection, I don't really need the big size of anything. And this is one where, in theory, I could have purchased the big size because I've been wearing it to work so much. But in any case, I'm really enjoying this one. And I'm sure most of you have had the opportunity to try it by now. So if you have, leave a comment down below. Let me know, do you like this one? Do you love this one? Is it one of, because I hear a lot of people saying it's their favorite flanker from the La Nuit de l'Homme line. So what do you think about that? Is it your favorite flanker as well? I actually quite like it a lot. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. Now, first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, I don't think this is a super unique fragrance just because it does smell like 80% similar to the original La Nuit de l'Homme. But in terms of the overall smell, smooth, slightly spicy, lavender, ginger, fresh, woodsy, masculine, sexy fragrance, very much like its predecessor. I love the smell, and I've had a lot of luck wearing this one in public as well. I've had people say some really nice things about it. Longevity on it is going to be about 7 to 8 hours. Projection was great for the first 45 minutes to an hour, radiated beyond an arm's length. It did start to sit close to the skin at around that 5-hour mark. And it wasn't until that 8-hour mark or so when it really disappeared. But again, you know, I like to spray on clothes, and so if you do that, it's going to linger for 10, 11, 12 hours. And so that would certainly be my recommendation. And don't worry, the blue color is just in the bottle, if I'm not mistaken. Might actually be the liquid. That would be kind of weird, but I've never had an issue with it staining my clothing or anything like that. The versatility on it, great. I think any season, any occasion, it has enough of that spicy edge that you can wear it formally, but it's so likable and it has such a mass appealing DNA that you can wear this one casually as well, pretty much anywhere. Any season. The longevity is good enough that it can withstand the colder weather, and it has enough of that freshness in the opening that you can wear it when the weather starts to get hot as well. Somebody who's a little bit older will appreciate the spiciness, and somebody who's a little bit younger will appreciate that sort of bright contemporary lavender note. And so incredibly versatile fragrance. And in terms of the presentation, I do like the presentation, albeit it is a little confusing, but nevertheless, I think it's cool. I like the blue coloration on the bottle. My final verdict on this fragrance is, if you are a fan of La Nuit de l'Homme, you enjoy the original La Nuit de l'Homme, you're looking for something that's a little fresher in the opening with nuances of geranium and ginger and some subtle citrus, I think you're going to fall in love with Bleu Electrique by Yves Saint Laurent, or I should say La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique by Yves Saint Laurent. I think this is a solid release and one of the better releases of 2021. So there you have it, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my review of La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique by Yves Saint Laurent. If you did, please do consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. Again, make sure to enable all notifications by clicking on the bell icon, so whenever I do upload these videos, they will appear straight in your feed. You never need to worry about missing any of my future content. And also, it would mean so much to me if you could give this video a thumbs up. It would assist with the algorithm on YouTube here tremendously. So thank you for watching. Love you all. We'll see you soon.